How's it going, guys? In today's video, we're actually going to be starting the prep work on my tailgate to finally get it fixed, because honestly, I am very tired of looking at this net. It's doing its job, it's making everything kind of work properly, and the truck's actually doing pretty good with it. I'm not really having issues with it. I'm just really tired of not having an actual tailgate back there, because I do actually have to be able to haul stuff. This is only part one, so for today, we are actually only going to be sanding down the entire thing, taking off this trim, and making sure that it's good to go, so I can get it all repainted and get new badges. And I'm also going to be assessing the damage behind that cover right here. Of course, if I'm actually going to be doing this, I'm going to have to take the net off, so I can at least have a little bit of space here to work. So you may be wondering why I didn't just take off the one side that I was working on. I took off the entire thing. So as I was actually getting ready to start doing work on this, I ended up getting a call and I actually ended up having to drive somewhere. So when I was trying to put this back on so I can just go driving again, this piece right here of the actual net completely snapped off of its threading right here, which means this will not stay anymore, which means that the entire net doesn't really work as well. I could just either like restitch it or pull it as tight as I can, but when I did that, the entire thing was completely slanted down and it just was all droopy rather than tight and nice. So the tailgate nut is no more. That is completely broken. I shouldn't have bought a cheap brand one. I don't know. Shouldn't have done it, but I might just go ahead and put the tailgate back on today. I do not know yet. It really depends on what the outcome is of the sanding and to get the painting done. So first things first, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna actually assess all the damage that's already done to this actual tailgate. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna lift this onto my truck. I'm gonna lift off and take off all of this black bed lining thing, whatever the hell it's called. Take it all off, see what's actually underneath, see if there's any more rust like that on the other side, just to see of all the damage. So I can see right here that there's more rust there, but that shouldn't be too hard to take care of with a little bit of sanding. Also like to add before I actually start taking this off that I will not be sanding this down on the actual truck. I'm going to do it probably on over there against the house, or even just where it was earlier against my tire. Of course, I'm not going to sand it against the tire because I do not want anything to happen to that tire, because it's already, well, they're pretty much all brand new tires. So I don't want to ruin anything. So what I'm going to do, for now, I'm going to take off all these little screws, pop this whole thing off, and see what I'm working with here. Ooh, you can already see just under that how bad it actually really is. Okay, so that's just one screw. So let's get the rest of these off. It's the same exact thing. I think all these are either rusted through or it's just because of the actual screw itself. I'm hoping it's just the screw itself that's causing all this, but you never know until you take this entire thing off. So give me 2 seconds, I'll have all this off, and just like, right, so as you guys can see here, it's actually not that bad underneath here. I mean, yes, there is the little parts that are exposed that are getting rusted, but everything other than right there actually looks really, really decent, which means that that cover was actually doing its job really, really well on this tailgate. Now that we know we don't really have to do much work on the actual inside part of it, let's go ahead and put this back on, and let's actually do the work on the front end and actually sand this down. All right, so now that that's back on, everything seems to be okay. All I have to really worry about, my camera focus, is just the rust right here, which I can honestly just do another time because I really just want to focus on the other side. There is little corners here, such as right there, and if I go over here, right here, that I do need to worry about very, very soon, because I don't want this to spread into the actual inside of this. Oh, and over there. Okay, there we go. I just want to at least be able to get all these little like little corners, all the front. I just want the tailgate to look pretty much as good as the actual truck does. So now that we know what exactly is bad with this part, which is mainly just all this little piece here and everything like that, now it's time to actually get this onto the floor and begin the sanding process. No idea. After I'm done sanding this down, I'm going to see what I can actually scavenge through here, and I'm just going to get tape and tape all of this up. I'm going to repaint this entire thing black. that, we're not even close to being done with actual sanding it down. We did use a lot of this sandpaper, but as you can see, Jesus is almost fully gone. Jesus is finally off my fucking truck. I'm so happy about it. It doesn't even look that bad without it. I don't even think I need to paint it, but I'm going to anyway because I actually want it to shine just like, well, this truck does. But I am very happy how easy it's coming out. I thought it was going to take a lot more pressure. I thought it was going to take a lot more stuff. But I'm going to be honest, this looks really, really good compared to what it used to be. Now the only thing to worry about is that right there. Some other parts we can do, but honestly, the only two main parts I need to worry about right now is that and that. As you can see, the square is almost fully gone, and so is the actual symbol that was there. The only things I really am worrying about right now is that rust spot, which eventually can lead to the bottom of it, which it probably already has. But for not even 5 minutes of progress, this does not look bad at all. And now we are on to the very last part with the sandpaper, and that is going to be the hardest part of them all, the tiny bit of rust that I have on the back of the truck. Hopefully this goes as smoothly as the other two, but I guess we'll find out. And just like that, the actual tiny part that I was really worrying about turned out just to be a little bit of surface rust, which means I didn't actually have to go that hard on it, and I didn't actually have to go as well hard as I did, which means that the only part that's actually fucked up is the actual paint itself. But I will be repainting the entire thing, so that does not bother me at all. The only things I do have to worry about is that part right there and the part over here that could probably rapidly spread, which means when I paint it and I get more, well, sandpaper because it's my last one, then I could actually finish the entire project. What I ended up doing was I actually did a little bit here. It's not fully perfect yet, but I did end up taking this off a little bit and actually trying to sand this down a little bit. But this is how it looks as of right now. So that rust spot right there should be taken care of for a little bit, but I will come back to it. What we have to do next is I actually have to take all these old prongs off from the actual tailgate net so I can put the tailgate back on, and I can give it a good wash to make sure that all that sanding is gone before I paint it in a couple weeks. Well guys, I would say this is actually looking way better even without the paint. I got it into the sunlight and it looks absolutely amazing. I mean, yes, it's not as glossy from the back and everything like that, and it's all kind of just matte over there, but it doesn't actually look bad at all. I really think it actually came out really, really good. The only thing I have to do now is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wash the entire back end of it, along with the entire truck, of course, because it's been a little while since I actually washed it. But wow, this looks absolutely amazing, and I can't believe how it actually turned out. Just from a little bit of sanding, it went from this to this. Like, this is absolutely insane, and I can't believe how it actually turned out. And just like that, the truck is now completely cleaned off and the tailgate looks absolutely insane. I mean, yes, some of it, there's actually very little shine here, which is actually really, really good news. The only issue is that this little spot here, yes, it is scratched a lot, but there is still shine. It looks absolutely crazy, and I cannot believe that there's still a little bit of shine in this. I can't believe how it looks. I'm really, really happy that I didn't have to do some crazy sanding down to get this done. I can't believe it. The truck actually feels like a truck now because I don't have to worry about the stupid symbols in the bag from the previous owner. I didn't have to worry about the tailgate net anymore after it just broke. And now my Frontier actually feels like a Frontier because the tailgate is now good. But anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will be repainting that. I do not care how it looks now. I mean, yes, it looks good right now, it does. But I'm going to repaint it so it matches the entire gloss of the rest of the truck. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, please leave a comment about what you guys like about the video, what you guys like about the truck, anything, and consider hitting the subscribe button because it really does mean a lot. But anyway, I really hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll teach you guys later. Peace.